You're listening to the story reading of the book The Fables of Kettie Pig by Louise van Gas, illustrated by Mindy Fleming. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and thumbs up for more videos like this. Chapter 2. Kettie Pig, Jackal and the Chicken Coop Trouble. In the golden yellow rays of the summer sun, Kettie Pig lies darlingly baking his pink belly on the bank of the farm pond. He is lazy and holds his pink snout in the air because today is his day off, full of glorious summer sun. Every small bean gets his little reward. You get what you deserve. He imagines himself as a mafia boss. He feels like old Herklaas, his big friend from Lemon Farm. Soon his hot dream is interrupted by Sheep. She comes walking towards him through the warm glow of the sun. Kettie peers drowsily over his sunglasses. "Allem upsticks, Kettie. The sun is going to burn your little belly very sore today," she says as she approaches. "Oh, Sheep, leave me. Give an animal its pleasures." He rubs his shiny pink belly just to feel good. "This is my day off. Give me a little chance to enjoy the sun." "All right, don't say I didn't warn ya." Sheep walks off. She first walks into the pond to cool her paws. Her legs feel tired and warm from the long walk down the dirt road. Kettie watches her like a hawk. She's actually so cute with her choice of words. But today he just wants to rest and mind his own business. Kettie is tired of all the farm animals nagging in his ears. A man needs to rest a little now and then too. If it's not Mrs. Hen and her brood of chicks that needs looking after, it's Cow and her silly antics at the boundary fence. She is jealous of the attractive cows on the other side of the fence and also asks what they eat. "Those shiny skins can't be like that by themselves, can they?" she asks with envy in her voice, chewing on the grass in her mouth. There's always something he has to sort out. He wipes the drops of sweat from his forehead. Tonight he is on the night shift again. Doing security on the farm is a big responsibility and he takes his job seriously. His pebbles have been rubbed smooth and his slingshot has been washed. He sees Sheep dive into the cool water. "It's wonderful, Kettie. Come swim with me." "No, I'm lying in the sun." With his dark sunglasses on, he looks indifferently, directly into the hot sun. Sheep steps out of the pond, dripping wet, and gives Kettie one last look. She shakes her head and walks towards the house while Kettie stares after her without her care. After a while in the scorching hot sun, at the hottest time of the day, Kettie decides to go home. He starts the night shift in a while and thinks he will take a nap and eat dinner later before the sun goes down. Soon the afternoon is over and the alarm clock next to Kettie's bed screeches bravely from him to get ready for the night shift. After he had eaten his pink belly full, he dresses for work. He put his security gear, a bright red bow tie with shorts. His legs are so short for trousers. "Keeper's Win" is painted with care by himself on his work shirt. Farmer gave him a security badge with his name on it to wear. This is pinned to the top left of his shirt. Kettie Pig is a neat, classy man. He stares at himself in the mirror once more and wipes the brim of his hat. Perfect. The 3 hairs on his head sticks out from under his hat, just the way he likes it. He grabs his black club and tucks it into his belt. He walks gracefully to the cloak rack and retrieves his most wonderful, valuable possession from there, his slingshot. He hangs it loosely around his neck. With one last look in the mirror, he shoots himself with his hoof and blows the smoke away. Whoops! One last thing. He wouldn't dare forget his dark sunglasses. He put them on and looks very smooth. Kettie swaggers through the door, turns the doorknob to the right and walks slowly and confidently out of his house like a soldier to war. He is now back at his post and will indeed make his ancestors proud of him. He goes down the 3 steps from the stoep and is probably about 10 steps along the footpath when Rooster and Goose comes running. They stop him right there. The red comb on Rooster's head stands straight up and Goose's tail feathers are spread wide, out of breath and distress. They try to explain but cannot utter a word. Both are pale with shock. And now, Goose, talk to me, says Kettie, unaware of what is really going on the farm. Goose has to catch his breath before he can start talking. Kettie, you must come. Jackal and his gang arrived at the boundary fence. They're on their way to the chicken coop. Kettie looks at the 2 of them, thinking with his hoof against his chin. Oh, jeepers, he said. Now that's not a good thing. Goose and Rooster wait for his answer. There is a moment of silence and it feels like an eternity to them. Goose becomes anxious and flaps his wings on the ground. Rooster trips around. Men, tonight is the night. I am going to teach Jackal a lesson. Come on. Kettie walks with his short legs as fast as he can, straight toward the chicken coop. Goose and Rooster trots after him, barely able to keep up. In the process, he feels around in his shorts pockets. He is looking for that special stone. There are 2 in his pockets. Both will have to do the shooting. He has been waiting a long time for this chance to shoot Jackal and he's going to hit him. It's not for nothing that he's been practicing for weeks behind the homestead to shoot straight. After the incident at the dam with the crows, he won't miss a shot today. He's sure of that. It isn't long before Kettie stops in front of the chicken coop. He is focused and watches the touch line like the scrum half from today's rugby match. He slowly takes the slingshot off his neck. Only his eyes move. A few seconds later, Goose, with Rooster on his head, stops behind Kettie to watch the silly Jackal and his gang. Sheep catches up to them, but the moment is too great and he creeps closer. Jackal and his gang stands on the opposite side with their eyes on Kettie and his friends. Jackal gives a crooked smile. He takes the half-chewed chicken bone out of his mouth and throws it on the ground. Kettie, greets Jackal first. Jackal, Kettie nodded his head. They glare at each other without feeling, or so Kettie thinks. Just you there, warns Kettie. Jackal turns to his gang behind him and starts laughing out loud. His pathetic gang laughs along. After a few seconds of loud laughter, Jackal sticks his paw in the air. Everyone falls silent. He turns back to Kettie's direction and with black eyes that sit too close together, he glares at Kettie. Kettie and his friends look small and helpless, but Jackal has known Kettie for many years. He knows that anything is possible with Kettie the pig. He wants to triumph over Kettie so badly, and it has been eating at his guts for years. Jackal wonders, a little distressed, if he will be leaving hungry tonight or if he will have chicken for dinner. No, Kettie, I'm hungry and I've been preparing myself for 3 days. Get out of my way. Jackal takes 2 steps forward because he wants to see Kettie's reaction. Kettie puts the pebbles in his slingshot and without warning he pulls the rabbit elastic back and holds it in a crouch position. "Today you go home crying, Jackal," shouts Kettie. Before you can say knife, Jackal flies around Kettie and his friends and all towards the chicken coop's small door. Kettie is still about to shoot when the stinky Jackal flies past him. Everyone's heads suddenly turn towards the chicken coop. Kettie wants to stop the Jackal idiot, but he can't. All of a sudden, Kettie's friends start laughing exuberantly and loud. Unfortunately, Jackal is outmaneuvered this time. Farmer had the door of the chicken coop made smaller just last week. Jackal underestimated his size and he is stuck there. His rear protrudes from the door. "Now, Kettie, take your chance," shouts Sheep. He pulls the slingshot back again and shoots the pebble out. This time, he hits Jackal on the left buttocks. Spot on. Jackal starts squealing, "Ouch, ouch," just like the baby piglets in the cornfield. Jackal's gang is so startled that they all creep away and burrow into the farm fields. Their troop's leader, Bud, is on fire, but they don't care. They leave howling, afraid they will also get their butts burned. Then Hen's house's chickens have been scared away, and everyone can only see feathers fluttering. In the meantime, Goose has called Farmer on his cell phone and he is also on his way. He sees the dust cloud of the Toyota bucket coming far, far away. Kettie's friends are shocked. Kettie has hit a target. They give each other high five. Joy and excitement abound among the three friends. Kettie walks closer to the chicken coop to look at Jackal from the inside. He takes off his sunglasses to see what is going on inside the chicken coop. He slides one arm of the sunglasses into his shirt collar to be safe. Cautiously, he peeks through the chicken coop's window. Jackal wrestles and kicks, but he is stuck. He's not going to get out anytime soon. His butt is burning where Kettie has shot him. Chicken feathers are blowing everywhere. Suddenly, he looks up to where Kettie is peering at him from the window. His eyes widen as big as saucers. His mouth hangs open and the droop drips out of his mouth from the hunger for chicken meat. After a moment, he realizes that he has to get away. He is so scared of Kettie that he managed to wiggle loose, using all of his strength. He whips past Kettie and out the window. He runs into the field with his tail between his legs. "Help! Help! It's the ghost of the forest cat!" Kettie looks back and forth at the tennis match that is playing out in front of him. What just happened? Why would Jackal go on a rampage like this and also breaking down the door to get away like greasing lightning? He glanced at the three friends who are now laughing loudly. "Why are you laughing like that?" he asked, puzzled. Goose puts one feather hand in the other. He looks at Sheep and Rooster. "Are we going to tell him?" Just as Sheep is about to answer, Farmer stops next to them in the Toyota bakkie. He quickly opens the door. "Kettie, what's going on here?" asks Farmer, getting out of the van. Kettie points with his hoof to where Jackal is still running a streak of dust through the fields. Farmer drops his hands onto his sides. Everyone laughs out loud again. Farmer watches Jackal runs, but is stunned when he meets Kettie's eyes. "Kettie, what's going on in your face?" asks Farmer with an amused smile. Sheep walks up to Kettie and puts a comforting paw on Kettie's shoulder. "My dear friend Kettie, I surely warned you that the sun would burn you badly. When you lay in the sun baking with those sunglasses on this morning, the sun burnt your face. She giggles loudly. You burned a sunglasses-shaped tan across your eyes. When Jackal saw you, he was so scared of your saucer eyes and ghostly face, his whining was properly squashed. Oh, jeepers, what are you telling me? He scratches the 3 perky hair on his head. Kettie soon realized that sun-tanning is not for a pink pig like him. From then on, he prefers to stay out of the hot sun. He takes his sunglasses out of his shirt pocket and slides them slightly over his small brown eyes. Goose and Rooster watch Kettie meekly. Every move is jolly funny and they try hard not to laugh. They would rather be as silent as the grave about the prank that has taken place than laugh at their dear friend Kettie. How to tie a bow tie.